Alright, today we're going to be talking about the Inductrix FPV Mini Drone. You can get a bind and fly or a ready to fly, and that kit comes with the drone, the controller, and the screen. The screen you can hook up to the controller so you can fly based on what you have on your screen. And then you can also get the Spectrum goggles where the screen fits into the goggles, and then obviously it will go onto your head. Now, a couple things, you can also get one of these nice fancy fatty sharks. These goggles are a little bit more complicated and fancy. They have a battery that will hook onto the side of it and an antenna. But these ones are more professional, high quality goggles. Alrighty, so a couple things you want to know about the Inductrix is that you have to turn the controller on first and then hook up the battery. If you hook up the battery before you turn the controller on, it starts to flash. So the controller is off. Turning the controller on does not automatically sync it up, so you have to disconnect the drone and then turn the controller on and then plug in the battery. Now I have found that if you hold the drone when you plug it in, the drone can act all funny. So I try to just plug it in on a level surface, and then I know everything's ready to go because there's no flashing lights on it. Now obviously it helps you orient it with, if you're flying it without using FPV, white's the front and red's the rear. Alright, so people complain about the chassis being really weak. I mean, they're a little plastic, they bend pretty easy, not all that sturdy, but they're really lightweight. Now, a lot of people, when they are flying them around, they crash them, and they complain about the inner supports being broken from a side impact. Now, on mine, obviously this one here, I busted one of the outer supports. So I ended up changing mine out. Now they come as yellow in the kits. They're already pre-assembled and ready to fly. You slide a battery into the bottom, making sure the battery is connectors towards the wire, and they fit in the bottom. Now, some of the batteries, like the ones that come with the drone themselves, are a little bit longer and skinnier, and they slide in much easier. But the problem is during a flight they slide around and then make your drone off balance. Some people wrap rubber bands around them to help tighten them up, or you can get some of these other ones that are a little fatter that stay in there and they're snug, and they take a little bit extra strength to move them. Now, for the people that have been breaking the center support of the motors, they have these carbon fiber strength stiffeners that connect around where the motors sit. Now, a lot of people complain about them because they weigh I guess too much for them. I haven't had that problem. Now, I had broken mine, so I chose to do a different body on mine. So I have orange body and propellers. They make blue, green, and I don't know about the body, but they make white propellers. So the drone without a battery weighs 22 grams. Now, depending on the batteries, they can weigh differently. So the short fat battery weighs 6 grams. This other battery weighs 6 grams, and I believe this other one weighed 5. Yeah, so that one, I guess that one weighs 6 as well. But different batteries will weigh differently. Just the chassis itself weighs 3 grams, and The stiffener that everyone's complaining is too heavy doesn't weigh even a gram. But if you take the drone and you add the stiffener to it, it does move it up to an extra gram. I mean, it's not that big of a deal personally. Your motors work just a slightly more, but not a crazy amount that, you know, it drains the batteries that much faster anyways. Now, they do make aluminum chassis that you can buy. A lot of guys are buying 3D printers and printing their own chassis because they go through parts. They do have upgraded motors, as you can tell. So you have a gray motor and you have a white motor, and so they're just a different polarity which way they spin, which helps the drone fly. Now the cameras on these aren't that great. They are only a 480p camera, so I mean it's good enough to fly, but not really all that, you know, good quality for any good videos. But yeah, let's check it out, take it for a flight. So the quality's not too bad. It works pretty good. So I got the Fatty Sharks on. They're a little bit, you know, better quality. So let's go ahead and take this for a flight. Oh, I crashed it. What do you know? After all, this nifty little mini drone is perfect to fly indoors. You can take it out into your garage if you have a shop or something. Now, if there's no wind, you can fly them outdoors, but don't let them fall out of the sky because you'll probably destroy it.